Tonight we have the historic 250th episode of Wednesday Night Dynamite Live, and the card that Tony Khan and AEW have been able to put together for this pay-per-view style wrestling show, wrestling episode tonight is out of this world. It's gone completely mad because you've got two matches that could easily be pay-per-view main events any day of the year, any event of the year that can make AEW tremendous amounts of money, and it seems like we're getting them for free tonight live on TBS. Now, again, you're going to have fans out there talking about how wrestling pundits, wrestling critics, wrestling fans are out there criticizing, bitching, moaning, complaining about how they're getting two bona fide dream matches, at least by AEW standards, for free on TV. You don't have to pay for them. You don't have to purchase their next pay-per-view to view these tremendous matches. And the matches I'm talking about, of course, are, number one, AEW World Champion Swerve Strickland versus Continental Champion Kazuchika Okada in a champion versus champion match. Yes, no championships on the line. And then we have the second match in question, the thumbnail for this very video. Maxwell Jacob Friedman challenging the Billy Goat, Will Ospreay, for the International Championship. Now that is a match that could one day main event AEW's biggest pay-per-view of the year, All in Wembley, in London, England. And we're getting it tonight for free on Dynamite. To me, that's ridiculous. To me, that's preposterous. To me, it shouldn't happen. But again, we have to consider other factors being involved when it comes to this episode. Again, I get that this is the 250th episode. It's a very historic episode, but even if you have Monday Night Raw and it's the 1000th episode, you don't put your top star, who at this moment in time, AEW's top star is MJF. You don't put your Roman Reigns to face off against your promising, high-flying up-and-comer. And again, the equivalent to WWE is not high-flying per se, but he is an up-and-comer. He is someone who people want to see dream matches with. Of course, I'm talking about Gunther. You don't put Reigns versus Gunther on the 1000th episode of Raw. You save that for WrestleMania. You save that for SummerSlam. You save that for so many other pay-per-views worth that type of match. And the way that they've built up MJF and Will Ospreay so far has been fantastic. They've done a fantastic job in giving these two guys the aura that they deserve, that they need to sell tickets, to sell this match. Absolutely. But to put this, especially opening Wednesday Night Dynamite live, it's a missed opportunity. It's, dare I say, on a lesser proportion, of course, Hogan Goldberg yet again. And I get it. AEW right now is still in TV rights renegotiation deals with Warner Brothers. So they're trying to use TV episodes as leverage to get a brand new deal, to get the deal that they want, that will keep them afloat for the next 5 years on TV, on TBS, on TNT, Rampage, Collision, Dynamite. Absolutely. I get that they're doing that. I get the whole strategy, the whole dynamic of why they're putting these types of matches on free TV. It just doesn't make any sense. Especially when you have such a bloated roster when it comes to AEW that you could have figured out a way, looked at your entire roster, and put on a damn good show for tonight's episode of Dynamite without sacrificing long-term potential. And again, it goes back to what I've mentioned in the past. Lack of long-term storytelling. Lack of long-term planning. Because WWE manages themselves as a pay-per-view business, trying to get revenue, trying to make money. AEW, on the other hand, manages itself much like WCW did back in the day. They're in the business of making TV. Two very different industries, and you see the results. You see the gap in terms of quality. You see the gap in terms of how both companies are run. Now, with that said, again, I'm not complaining about the show itself. The show itself promises to be one of the best episodes of Wednesday Night Dynamite of all time. And I am absolutely going to enjoy it. But here's the thing. Just because you have a credit card, and just because it has, what, a $10,000 limit, you can go to Bora Bora, you can go to Dubai, you can go to anywhere and have a great weekend. A fantastic weekend. But you're going to be $10,000 deep in debt. And when you come back, you might not have a job because you skipped out on days you were supposed to work. And even if you did have a job, you're pretty much getting paid, you're getting paid minimum wage. It's going to take you forever to repay that debt. And you're going to be miserable. But hey, you had that weekend. That's all I'm saying. And again, that's just a hypothetical. That's just a scenario that I make off of this. Overall, I really hope there's no winner. I really hope there's some kind of deception when it comes to Ospreay and MJF, because again, this match deserves to be on pay-per-view. But we'll just have to wait and see. So with that said, what are your thoughts on AEW putting MJF versus Ospreay for the international title, and Strickland versus Okada, champion versus champion, on free TV tonight on Dynamite 250? Leave your thoughts, comments, and predictions in the comment section below. With that said, my name is Alexis Carrillo. This has been Wrestling Talk, and I'll see you next time.